What started as stolen packages and fake rule enforcement ended with undeniable Ring camera footage that completely destroyed her credibility. Before we get into it, like this video, subscribe for more HOA and Karen stories, and hit the hype button so this one reaches everyone who loves real neighborhood drama. Our neighborhood looked calm on the outside. Clean sidewalks, matching mailboxes, trimmed lawns, and that familiar HOA feeling where everything appears peaceful, but tension sits just beneath the surface. Anyone who has lived in an HOA knows how fragile that peace can be. One misplaced trash can or one visitor parked too long can spark chaos. Karen had lived there longer than most people. She wasn't just on the HOA board, she acted like the HOA itself. She monitored deliveries, watched security cameras that were not hers, and took notes on who came and went. Packages arriving during the day bothered her more than anything else. She believed deliveries made the neighborhood look cluttered, even though the rules said nothing about timing or visibility. I worked from home and received packages regularly. Office supplies, tools, and personal items arrived throughout the week. Every delivery followed the rules. Packages were left at my door, never blocking walkways or common areas. I brought them inside as soon as I noticed them. There were no complaints from anyone except Karen. She began circling my house during delivery hours. She would stop near the sidewalk and stare at the porch. Sometimes she took photos. Other times she wrote notes. I ignored it. Engaging only fueled her behavior. But then the packages started disappearing. At first, I assumed it was a mistake. Maybe a courier delivered to the wrong address, maybe a neighbor grabbed the wrong box, but when it happened again and then again, a pattern formed. Every missing package arrived at the same window. Every time, Karen had been nearby earlier in the day. One missing package contained expensive equipment. That's when I stopped guessing and started checking my Ring camera footage. The camera had been there for years, quietly recording every delivery and every passerby. I had never needed it for anything serious until now. The footage showed exactly what I feared and somehow expected. Karen walked up to my porch, looked directly at the camera, picked up the package, and carried it away. Her movements were calm and deliberate. She wasn't hiding, she wasn't rushing, she acted as if she had every right to take it. Over the next few days, more footage confirmed the pattern. She took multiple packages. Sometimes she returned later and placed them back, opened and resealed. Other times, they vanished completely. She believed she was gathering evidence of a supposed HOA rule violation. In her mind, removing my packages was justified. She escalated further by filing complaints. She claimed I was violating HOA standards by allowing packages to sit unattended. She presented herself as a protector of neighborhood appearance. What she didn't know was that every move she made was recorded in high definition. The HOA scheduled a meeting to address her claims. Karen arrived confident, armed with printed photos and written statements. She expected support. She expected authority. She expected me to back down quietly. Instead, I submitted the Ring footage. The board reviewed it carefully. The timestamps matched the delivery confirmations. The footage showed her taking the packages directly from my porch. There was no confusion, no gray area, no misunderstanding. Her justification collapsed instantly. Stealing packages is not HOA enforcement. It is a crime. The board contacted law enforcement. The footage was shared. Officers reviewed it and confirmed the evidence. The value of the stolen items elevated the situation beyond a warning. Karen's actions met the definition of theft. Her intent didn't matter. Her belief in imaginary rules didn't matter. The law was clear. Karen's confidence disappeared almost overnight. She stopped walking the neighborhood, she avoided eye contact. The same woman who once monitored everyone suddenly became invisible. But the consequences were already moving. Police visited her home. The Ring footage spoke louder than any argument she could make. The timeline was undeniable. The repeated behavior showed intent. She was charged for theft and required to return or reimburse the stolen items. The HOA board acted swiftly. Karen was removed from her position, her access to HOA records was revoked, her authority vanished completely. A notice was sent to all residents clarifying that no one had the right to touch another person's property under any circumstance. The neighborhood reacted with a mix of relief and disbelief. People shared stories of missing deliveries, damaged boxes, and unexplained delays. Patterns emerged. Karen hadn't just targeted me. She had been policing packages across the neighborhood for months. Some neighbors submitted their own footage, others filed reports. What she believed was enforcement turned out to be a pattern of theft disguised as control. The Ring cameras that once annoyed her became the reason her behavior was exposed. Karen faced fines and mandatory community service. She was banned from holding any HOA position in the future. The judge emphasized that personal beliefs do not override the law. Taking someone's property is theft, no matter how noble someone thinks their motive is. The aftermath changed the neighborhood. People felt safer ordering deliveries. Cameras went up on more houses. Transparency replaced fear. The unspoken tension finally lifted. My packages arrived without issue after that. Couriers no longer hesitated. The porch remained peaceful. The Ring camera returned to its quiet role, watching without drama. Karen became a cautionary tale. Her house stayed quiet. No more patrols, no more notes, no more complaints. Just silence where entitlement once lived. This story spread beyond our street. It reminded everyone that technology doesn't lie, and power trips eventually leave evidence. The need to control others often leads people to expose themselves. For anyone watching this right now, remember that HOA rules have limits, and personal property is protected by law. Cameras don't pick sides. They simply record the truth. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more HOA and Karen stories, and hit the hype button so these real neighborhood dramas keep coming. And don't forget to comment which country you're watching from.